brings her own bowls.
Yeah, I'm bringing my bowls. So, hello.
darling.
Wow, this is
Big Feastival.
This is my, what, fourth
Is
year,
it?
is it? But this is a good turnout.
I've never been to Big Feastival before. It's amazing, isn't it?
So much, well, I've just got here.
I know, you've been running around like a
Having
headless
nightmare.
chicken.
Anyway, thank you all for coming to watch me. I'm hoping to show you some kind of quite cool, revolutionary ways of eating healthy food. I have been writing about health food for quite some time, actually, I did Cook Yourself Then 8 years ago now. So
Was it that long ago? Oh.
That's so awful. It's really
It's not.
bad. No, actually, you know what, it might even be like, I was 28 and I just turned 36.
Such
a nightmare.
No one heard.
So, yeah, and basically, from doing Cook Yourself Then, the whole idea of that was just sort of like giving people the ability to cook delicious food and still eat what they wanted to eat, but just with a few clever tricks to make it better. Now, that was kind of revolutionary back then.
I mean, it's amazing. It really, really was. I mean, today we've had the Helmsleys on, we've had Anna Jones, we've had amazing people who have sort of carried on what you started.
Oh,
but it was still, it was revolutionary.
It really was in those days.
Because it wasn't a diet book.
It wasn't really a diet book. I mean, it was sort of just more of a lifestyle way of going.
Yeah.
You know, if you instead of using if you're making lasagna instead of using complete lasagna sheets, then why don't you grill some courgettes in slices and do sort of like a cross between a melanzana and a lasagna, and you just save yourself the carbs. You're still getting your carbs.
Still getting your carbs. It still tastes awesome.
Just almost more awesome in some respects.
Yeah,
more flavour in there. And then, you know, I've been writing about it for a long time, but I don't know, and this may annoy a few people around here, but I'm not sure how everyone feels about the whole clean eating trend, because as far as I'm concerned, it's starting to do my head in. It's really driving me insane.
I think there are a few people out there.
Thank you. I'm so bored of it. I mean, first of all...
And what do you mean? What is clean eating? And
exactly.
Okay, fine. Good point.
First of all, it sounds so clinical.
It does sound
clean
a bit medical,
eating, like
doesn't
it's
it?
been sprayed with something.
Yeah, with Dettol
polished.
and that.
When in actual fact, you know, the ethos behind clean eating, I'm fully behind. First of all, I want to put that out there.
Yeah.
I cooked everything from scratch. When we did Cook Yourself Then 8 years ago, one of our main things was make your stocks fresh. What's the point in using a stock cube if you're going to cook fresh food? You're going to pop a sodium-filled, or sometimes MSG-filled stock cube in your food and make it completely processed, you know. So, you know, making fresh stocks has been something I've been banging on about for a long time. But, you know, and your food being clean in that respect, fair enough. But then it suddenly started to see the hashtag phenomenon. Who's on Instagram here? Put your hands up.
Vaguely. I'm not very good at Instagram.
Just a few. Bloody, that's almost like, I'm going to say that's 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the room.
Yeah, so I need to get better at Instagram.
You do, yeah.
Right, fine.
Clearly you need to get better.
I'm behind the times as ever.
So with the whole hashtag thing, it was just, I mean, so clean eating, fit food.
Right.
That's for healthy, going to the gym and
bunnies,
fit food, anyway. And then also sort of gluten-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, fun-free, sugar-free, all of those things. You know, it starts to get a bit irritating, because also I think that there's a really mixed message about what it really is to be healthy. What's genuinely healthy, and I've worked with nutritionists on every single one of my books, what's genuinely healthy, genuinely, from the mouths of a nutritionist, many nutritionists, is balance, and it's boring. People don't want to hear that, do they? They want some special trick to make themselves healthier.
A magic silver bullet. If you eat this soup, you'll be healthy forever, or...
Yeah, no, totally. Or just, you know, the reality is...
But it's one of those industries that, you know, has a lot of money behind it, the health food industry, and there's a lot of nonsense spoken about the whole thing.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. There really is. Yeah, I mean, it's a minefield as well. And that's the frustrating thing, is you open up this can of worms where what is, and you're constantly asking yourself the questions of what is genuinely healthy food. Now, my philosophy, as I've said already, is to eat loads of fresh ingredients, loads of different coloured foods. It is much fruit and veg, more along the veg side than the fruit side as you can a day.
Yep.
Much better quality proteins.
So less protein, not necessarily meat every day, but better quality meat when you do have meat.
Exactly.
And the same with fish.
Same with fish. Know where you're sourcing it, but eat less of it. And you know, so the people say, well, it costs more money, but we overeat. So you know, a chicken breast. I spent time growing up in Thailand. A chicken breast would have fed 4 people in a stir fry in Thailand. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know,
not one each.
Not one each. Exactly. You know, and it's just making a little bit go a long way. Back in the day, you'd have a roast dinner and you turn it into loads of different things. Now, people don't do these things anymore. So, you know, anyway, it's just sort of, and then the same goes for carbohydrates. You know, eating wheat. Wheat is totally fine. I can tell you, the amount of people who tell me that they've got a gluten intolerance to the amount of people who really have a gluten intolerance, I guarantee you, you know, if you've been told by a naturopath you've got a gluten intolerance, I would bet the second you saw a real scientific doctor, they would prove otherwise. Now, I'm an open-minded girl. Like, I'm absolutely pro all the alternative theories and therapies, and I believe that food can heal your body. I really do. But I don't believe that this gluten thing is completely what it is. I do think that the quality of gluten as a whole, like flours, has got bad.
Yeah.
And I think that that's another thing where we actually have to, if you're making your own bread and you're making your own pasta, and you're making your own flours and stuff, you're going to get better quality stuff. Or you just buy the best quality you can afford. Good tip for pasta. If you go to the shop and the pasta's shiny, it tends to be bad quality.
Yeah.
If it's got that furry edge that looks a bit fluffy on the edge, that tends to be made with better durum wheat and much better semolina flour.
Yeah,
and
that's the proper stuff.
And that's the proper stuff. And your body will digest it. It takes harder for it to digest. The gluten build-up is completely different. And anyway, I could waffle on. I need to do some cooking.
Should we cook something?
Yeah, I know, right.
We got 2 dishes to cook.
We do, and you're going to have to get involved.
Right,
as well.
go on then.
But right, what we're going to do is, so I'm going to have to waffle on it one more time. One thing I was finding very interesting from some of these health eating blogs and stuff was some of these techniques and new techniques. Say new, I was doing them in restaurants with like oysters with like spiralized cucumber and sour cream and stuff like that back in the day.
I mean, actually, yeah, it's one of those things that's an old technique that's sort of become fashionable.
It's become but used in a very different way.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe that spiralizing vegetables should be anything other than a vegetable. It's not an alternative to pasta. It's not. It's a really good tip you can do is do half pasta. So get a really nice spelt pasta maybe, and then half courgette.
Yeah.
So you're still getting your carbs. You need carbohydrate, guys, so don't think you don't.
Yeah.
And then mix it with the courgette, and then you've got the best of both worlds there. And it's delicious.
Very good.
So in this case, though, I'm going to do a marinated Asian noodle. I'm going to do a salad, which is an Asian noodle salad with marinated vegetables, and then a crispy chicken satay and some satay sauce.
Whoa.
It's so good. This is one of the best things in the book, and it's super easy, and it's really fun because we do get to use one of these.
Yep.
So
what can I do for you?
Do you know what you could do? I'm going to get you, right, let's see how you are going on your own with the spiralizer. This could be interesting.
Right, yeah.
Because you kind of need to fix them to the table. Now, this is a spiralizer. It's this weird machine, and you spiralize and you push it in.
Instruments of torture.
Yeah, basically. So if I chop the top and tail these, if you put them in, you put this in like that in the middle. Have you done this before?
Yeah, I've had a quick play.
Have you? Okay, cool. Do you think you're okay on your own?
No.
No, do you know? You just need
Is that doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all happening. So it basically makes this sort of spaghetti-shaped pasta. Now we'll do the easiest thing first, which is the courgettes. Then we'll work up to the
Oh no, I've got to keep that in there.
less easy, but still okay. This is a white radish. This is called a daikon or a mooli. Really delicious. Sort of spicy like a radish. Lots and lots of liquid in it.
They're lovely, aren't they?
They're delicious. They really are delicious. And then the almost impossible sweet potato. Now, you can play around with these vegetables. I've done these because I think that they hold on to the flavours the most. Oh, thanks, Ange.
Kim, have you come to help spiralise by any chance? You come to help spiralise?
Would you like? No. Would you rather he did it?
No, it's all right. I'm getting good.
Sorry,
now,
I'm getting him to do all the hard work, and then I'm just gonna finally shred some shallots, and that is pretty much a salad. We're gonna bung loads of fresh herbs in there as well.
It ends up with a funny mushroom thing.
I know that is the weird thing.
I like that.
But you want to save those and bung them in stews and stuff like that. We'll make soups out of them. So how many people here have a spiralizer? See, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. That's how much impact this last year has had on the world, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think, some of us knew about them a couple of years ago. It's only really kicked off in this last year.
It's really been the last year, hasn't it, that people have started talking about them.
And just sort of nod and, I won't pinpoint anyone, but are you sort of using them as an alternative to carbohydrates? Or are you using them...
As well as.
Yeah.
Or to add to things.
As well as, good. That's the right answer.
Oh, look at me, I'm a spiralizing machine
you
now.
are.
Ah, no
You're
stopping me.
taking over. So this is actually a really, really simple salad. We're going to do this all in real time.
Can I borrow a bit of your board there?
Yeah, actually, let's find a big bowl. Here we go.
I have one down there, I think.
I'm doing mixing. Bowl.
Yeah, look at that. I'm a pro.
It is really fun.
It's
You're
great
not
fun.
loving
Yeah,
it?
I am quite loving
it's
it.
really, really fun. Like, cooking doesn't get much more fun. That sounds like MasterChef. It really doesn't get much more fun than
this.
So,
I've never done it with one of these. Oh, I see. Yeah, very
yeah,
good.
that's good. God, you're really
Very
good. This is a
good.
good spiralizer. It's better than mine. Okay, then we are going to make a dressing, which is going to go with this. So we've got the juice of 3 limes here, and to that I'm going to mix a tablespoon of. I'm using palm sugar. It's because it's Thai for one, but also because it's very good. Your body. I mean, we shouldn't add too much sugar to it. The one thing, unfortunately, I do agree with is the sugar thing. We do overeat sugar,
Especially the processed sugar.
Especially the processed sugar,
But natural sugars, naturally occurring sugars.
Naturally, yeah, where you can actually. I mean, listen, every now and then, I'm not going to give up white caster sugar and a delicious brownie because a real brownie has to have that crunchy top, that crackly top.
Yeah.
That's important. Now, you're not going to
the
get that
goo
without
inside.
that. So I'm not going to give up my brownies, but I'm only going to have them. Actually, no, I'm going to have them whenever I want them because
life's short.
Yeah, because life is too short. So, listen, if you're living by like the 80-20 rule, you can kind of be a bit more considered. Most 80% of the time, every now and then, you can just have a bit of what you fancy. God, life would be so boring if you didn't. So I've just put in some tamarind juice. You can buy that already juiced now, which is not really juice. It's just like where it's been soaked in hot water.
Yeah.
And some fish sauce. And actually, I'm just going to chop up a chili. It says 2, but this is a bit of a beast of a chili, so I'm only going to go for the 1.
1 is fine.
We're just going to make, that's the dressing. So it's as simple as that.
Oh, so nice, simple Thai dressing.
It is simple. There's some ingredients that still people aren't that comfortable with, a lot of Asian ones.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the criticisms I get about my books, because I grew up all over the world, and I use world ingredients, and I'm just as comfortable walking into an Asian supermarket as I am, your local.
Yeah.
In fact, probably more comfortable than walking into your local other branded supermarkets.
And do you think it is just that? You think it's that, is it just people find the new things a bit scary and a bit... if you don't instantly know what to do with it, then...
Yeah, I mean, I think that people just, if it's unfamiliar, it feels weird. Do you know what? If you're good at internet shopping and you can happily go on Amazon to buy a book, you can go on there's a great website called souschef.com, and they do a whole load of really chefy ingredients. They also
They're
do
very
world
chefy.
food.
They're lovely, those books.
But they also do loads of world food as well. They have all the Korean stuff that I talk about. They have pretty much everything I have written about in my book. And it gets delivered to your door the next day. So it's actually easier.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, if you've got an Amazon account, there's no difference. Now, we're going to make this a satay sauce. This is the best satay sauce in the world. If you can prove otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. But what we've got in is we've got coconut fat. This is another interesting one because this is something that we hear a lot about. Drives me mental, like actually insane, when I see people using coconut fat to fry their eggs and bacon in. I mean, coconut fat is really strong flavored oil. It's taste of coconut. Eggs should not be fried in it unless they're going to be going with like a nasi goreng or an Asian dish, It's disgusting. It's not good. So
yeah, because it will take on the flavour quite strongly, won't it?
It does. It totally takes on the flavour.
Yeah.
Too much, So I'm putting in a yellow curry now. So this is just a yellow curry paste. Some Asian brands are a little bit processed. So just look for the ones at the back label says that it's all ingredients you understand. Otherwise,
incredibly therapeutic spiralising. I'm getting quite sort of zen about the whole thing now.
You're doing a brilliant job.
I've done everything. I've done everything.
Shove it in. We can shove it all in here.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, he's good.
I know. That's something quite therapeutic.
I know you've got a pretty good career anyway, but you don't want to be my sidekick everywhere.
Chief spiraliser. I'll follow you around, spiralising anything you want.
Fantastic. Sorry, and right, what we're going to do is we're going to cover that in the dressing in a minute. But
okay.
I'm just frying off this curry paste.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add in some coconut cream. It's already smelling really good. Can you smell out there? Probably not.
We were trying earlier trying to waft things over to people, but
no,
not really.
We just get the privilege.
We get the privilege.
You'll just have to trust us.
It does smell awesome.
And then some fresh chicken stock. Make it yourself. A good tip, I have a freezer full of, well, it's actually probably a bit morbid, full of carcasses of old chickens that I've eaten, and you know,
Sunday
just
roast chickens, boiled down.
And bung them in. Bung them in the freezer, and when you've got enough, then just make a big batch of stock. It's actually quite a therapeutic thing to do on a Sunday. Actually, you don't therapeutic, just leave it. You don't have to do anything.
No.
Big thing with just sort of carcasses of the chicken and some
carrots, some celery, some
onions. I can't remember the name of those things.
Onions. No, you're onions.
Yeah, damn it.
So what was that just going there?
So that was some crunchy peanut butter, but you can go crunchy or smooth.
Okay.
I'm going to go crunchy. Some more palm sugar.
Yep.
Some fish sauce. Some lime leaves. These are great. You can get them dried now. You can actually get these in the supermarket now. Some more tamarind juice.
I was talking earlier, actually, and saying anything you put tamarind in always tastes better.
Oh, my God. Tamarind's
just amazing.
It's like the sour version of umami. That's a weird thing. I just think I just created that.
I think you've created a new taste sensation.
I did. Wow.
Patent it quickly.
Yeah, quickly.
We'll have that. But it is, I mean, tamarind gives a real depth of flavour to things you put in it.
It really does. It's a very dynamic flavour. It's acidic, it's sweet, but it's got
earthy
balls.
And got balls. I like that.
Sorry, children. Right. We've got our salad dressing here, and I am just going to cover that in the salad dressing. Now, this is to be marinated, so we're just going to give this, I'm going in with my hands. I'm just going to wash first, because I do believe that they are the best tools in the kitchen for anything. And if you're not happy to get mucky during cooking, then you're not giving it enough love anyway.
You need to feel the love in it.
You do. But so you're sort of rubbing in
you want to coat it all in that dressing.
And you really do. And what will happen is you leave it for about sort of 10 minutes to half an hour. Actually, this is fine if you even do it all day, to be honest. What will happen is it will just get more and more flavour. It becomes like a pickle, I suppose, but nice, spicy dressed salady pickle.
Yeah.
I'm making up quite a lot of stuff.
You're on fire. You're on
really
fire, darling. I mean, this would be a lovely little side dish on its own with anything, really.
Well, particularly if you wanted to do it with grilled fish.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do it with, I love eating a tofu steak at the moment. If you're vegetarian. Tofu gets bad press. I do like it.
I do like it too.
Yeah, or tempeh. Is that how you say it? Tempeh.
Tempeh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. I'm just going to go handfuls of what's the stuff called? Coriander.
Coriander.
Where is my brain today?
You've been running around like a headless chook.
I really have.
Are you staying over tonight? Are you going to see some stuff?
Yeah, I'm staying. I'm definitely staying to
nice.
party. Got my mum's down, a few mateys.
Oh, very good.
And then I'm going home tomorrow, sadly. And then loads and loads of fresh mint.
Oh, the smell of that again is wonderful.
And it looks like an insane amount of herb, but it's sort of, I just love fragrant food. I love Asian food for all of those flavours. And
this is what your food's always been. It's always been so vibrant and just absolutely packed full of taste.
I mean, that's because I was one of those things back in the day when I first started cooking, and I worked at some really amazing restaurants that are notorious for their sort of like simplicity. That was where I cut my teeth. And
but you learned classically first. You were at Leith's, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in restaurants before, and then I went to Leith's.
Right.
And then I went and worked at loads of places, most notably St John Restaurant, which was when it was at the one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, babes. Right, so this is our salad. I'm going to let that marinate for a little bit of time. But that was kind of, without a bit of yapping, we've probably done that in about 5 minutes. Now,
I've just taken that off the board. Do you want that on?
No, leave it. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just turn it down. Just needs to reduce. Now, this is on. Okay, this is a really good cheat. If you want stacks of flavour in your chicken, I mean stacks, curry powder, chicken thighs, just cover it, almost like a dry rub, as if you're doing a barbecue.
Yeah.
And just really massage that in with some salt. And it just makes, it's almost like a cheat satay without even having to think about the sauce. It's so delicious. It's really good in like making like a coronation chicken sauce as well, and just having like char-grilled hot salad.
I love coronation chicken. That's a bit retro now, isn't it?
But I love
coronation chicken. There's little raisins in. I know.
Raisins?
There was always raisins in. Well, probably properly, yeah. I always remember having raisins in.
Yeah, no, actually you are right.
I'm sure that's not the proper way to do it.
No. I think you are actually right. I'm not sure.
Right.
Right.
So just rubbing that all the way over.
So we're rubbing it in. It's like a dry rub.
Yeah.
I'm covered in turmeric now, but once again, we're getting involved with our food because we love getting involved with food. I'm using coconut fat again. And then Just making sure these are really coated. And then we're just going to fry these skin side down. Now, the reason you do that is because I want these really crispy. I'm keeping the skin on. It's got fat. Who cares? Your body processes this kind of fat. I don't, you know.
I love chicken skin.
I love chicken skin. Oh, God, I can eat. If no one's looking and I'm just cooking one for me,
crispy chicken skin.
I will literally take the whole skin off the chicken.
Yeah, I'm the same. And claim it didn't come with any.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
With crumbs inside of your mouth.
Yeah. And then we're going to just we're going to crisp these up, basically. Boring. We won't bother thinking about, oh, Christ, I was about to go for a little nosedive. Can you imagine?
Yes, I'll get rid of that.
Thanks, there we go.
There we are.
All right, so that's going to take a bit of time to cook. So what we've got our salad made.
Salad is done.
Salad is done. We've got our chicken crisping up, and we've got our sauce being made. This is dinner from scratch.
On track.
In minutes. Minutes, I tell you. Actually, very sweetly, I just did a talk over the other side of, I don't know where I was, somewhere over there.
Over there somewhere.
And very sweetly, a lovely lady has said that she's made this. Ooh.
We have wasps here. The joy of outdoor cooking.
Yeah. And she said she's made this salad 3 times. It's like her new favourite thing. It is one of the best things you will ever eat, I swear. Sue me otherwise. Actually, please don't.
No, don't sue.
So we're just letting that reduce down.
Yeah.
It's almost like making a really nice sticky gravy. We want that chicken stock to really come down and become really sort of, I hate the word unctuous. Makes me gag.
Does it?
Yeah.
Unctuous.
But it is, unctuous is the right word.
I quite like unctuous. It's one of those words that sounds like, well, it's sort of onomatopoeic, isn't it? It sort of sounds like what it is, unctuous.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like the idea of somebody just saying it. You just want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, there is that. There is that bit to it.
So, right. Where's the bin? Here we go.
There we are, bin.
It's all very organised. The thing is, every year this gets more and more organised, and I'm looking for things to throw on the floor, and they've actually got everything behind you.
That's because Kim, who came on earlier, who runs our kitchen, is the most organised man on earth, and it's wonderful.
Kim's my babe. He's
a legend.
So, we should probably get on with our next recipe, shouldn't we?
What's next?
So next, we are going to make... do you mind, actually?
No,
we're going to make... and I say this reluctantly, and don't hate me for saying this. It's a superfood salad. The reason I'm calling it a superfood salad is because it has real foods which should be called super, not the new crazy stuff like lucuma and whatever else.
Like what?
Exactly.
What did you say?
Lucuma and maca.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's probably for the best because it's pretty damn disgusting. But foods that we can all get from our local supermarkets on the way home. With this is a very nice snazzy ingredient. But the really nice thing about this is that actually most supermarkets are stocking it now, and it's hot smoked salmon.
Yeah,
or hot smoked trout. Any oily fish smoked. So good.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Hot smoked trout is one of my favouriteest things.
Yeah.
It's just, we don't eat enough trout, actually.
Yeah, well, exactly. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's a delicious fish.
Right, so we're going to make a dressing first of all.
Okay.
So,
can I help?
I'm going to be whizzing all over the place, I think, for this. But we are going to be mixing together...
You got a mixing bowl? There we are.
Yeah, we're going to be mixing together a few different ingredients. What we've got is some sesame oil. I have to check that. Some soy sauce. No, that was the other way around. You wouldn't even know that, would you? I just lied and pretended. Sesame oil. So equal quantities of sesame oil, soy sauce, and rice wine vinegar.
Equal quantities?
Equal quantities. And then... we're going to chop a shallot into that. How are you at gracing? Is there a microplane anywhere?
There is. There might be. There was. There's definitely a grater.
Maybe spiralise the ginger. And then we're just going to very finely chop a shallot. This dressing is a game changer. I've got a pot of this in the fridge at all times. And then all you've got to do is I can't even chop today. All you've got to do is just make this one batch, and you can get it, use it on loads and loads of different things. I'll make a big batch.
I mean, that's the other thing I love about your recipes, is that they're obviously, the recipes are the recipes in the book, but every element of it can be used with fish, with chicken, with something else. You could pick and choose and mix and match them, really.
Well, the thing I really want to get across to people is people always ask, I can't cook, what makes you a good cook? And it's the genuine... Give a damn. Yeah, do you mind? It's fine. The finest you can grate it.
Finest, grate it. Yeah.
it's that sort of give a damn attitude. You've got to really believe that that dish that you're creating at the end is going to be beautiful, and you want it to taste the best, and you're sort of filling it with love and really enjoying the process. I think people prang out and panic a bit too much when they're trying to cook, you know. And it's just, you just enjoy the process. Cooking should be fun.
And you should be able to taste the love. I know we said that earlier.
I know, I did. You
but
should be able to.
Whether you're cooking at home or going out to a restaurant, you have to be able to taste that someone somewhere along the line has loved this thing.
No, I totally agree.
And the best meals are where it's produced with produce that people have loved, growing it or breeding it, and it's made by chefs and people who have loved cooking it.
For sure. So these are starting to crisp up. At the moment, they're sort of like classic roast chicken colour. I want them to go a bit darker. I want them almost to feel a bit charred, as if we'd done them on the grill.
Yeah.
We haven't. So other ingredients going in. I've got some edamame beans. So, I think they're pretty common nowadays. Everyone know what an edamame bean is? They are really, really good for you. They are, in soy it gets a bad reputation, but eating fresh edamame is fantastic. We've got some kale that's been blanched and then refreshed in ice water and then dried to get off all the wetness out of it, not like actually hair dried or anything.
There we are, chef, some ginger there for you.
Then, I've got to remember that there's a table behind here. And then, so we'll pop these all in as the salad. And then, oh God, I tell you what I haven't done. I should have done this way earlier. Actually, let me get all this. No, it's cool. Quinoa. Horrible ingredients. I really, really, genuinely did not like quinoa until I learned how to do this. So what you need to do is you need to toast it. And actually, it gives it like a really nutty flavour. It's so much better. You really have to trust me. Are you a fan of the quinoa? Yeah, it's one of those things. Again, like chia seeds. People are like, it's so delicious. I'm like, chia seeds are revolting.
Well, quinoa sort of doesn't taste of much unless you put things in it, really.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're just actually, you want to use a bigger pan.
But I've never done this, so you can.
You want to use a big pan, so I'm going to improvise just because of time as well, because I'm waffling on and
that's all right.
Not doing anything as I probably should be. But anyway, we're going to toast that, and you want it to almost get like a sesame seed. When you've toasted a sesame seed, it's got a really nice dark golden colour.
Yeah.
So you can get on with that.
Yeah,
and then
they're starting to look amazing.
See, that looks exactly what we're going for. And I'll just turn them over, and we're going to get them cooking all the way through, basically.
So a few minutes on the other
yeah,
side.
but you want them crispy. The whole point of this is you want it to, you have to put your knife through that skin and it to crackle.
Or for you and I to peel all the skin off and eat it ourselves before anyone sees it.
What did you do with your ginger?
I've done your ginger just there.
Oh my God, you're great.
There we are.
Thank you. I really could do with one of you if I went. So we're putting the ginger in with the shallots and the other ingredients for the dressing.
So that's got the soy, the rice wine, all of that stuff.
Soy, rice wine, vinegar,
yeah.
Toasted sesame oil, and shallots.
Shallots.
Yeah.
Fine.
And then we're just going to cut these broccoli bits into florets. Florets?
Florets, florets. You say florets, I say florets.
And we're going to have those raw, because I think that raw broccoli is super delicious.
Actually, we did a dinner last night for the Jamie Oliver Food Foundation.
You're doing that as well.
Some of the young apprentices cooked an amazing broccoli salad. It was a bit like one of yours. It was sort of Thai spice, and it was gorgeous. Absolutely
wonderful. So well in a salad raw.
The boys from Modern Pantry, they were great.
Oh,
actually.
I love those guys.
Yeah, absolutely
Was
brilliant.
Anna here?
What's that?
Anna here?
No, Anna's not here. We had Rob, head chef Rob.
I know Rob.
And two of the apprentice guys from the 15 Foundation. Now,
this is another superfood ingredient. Everyone is going mad for avocados, and so they should. They are so brilliant for your skin. My philosophy is an avocado a day keeps the wrinkles at bay.
And it's working, I think, as you can see.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't had an avocado a day. I'm 21 years old, look at me.
So let me, we just need some water in there, actually. Oh, yeah. Can you just, there we go. So we're going to put some salt in there, and now we're going to cook.
Oh, sorry.
Water
in.
Oh, no, in here.
In this one. Oh, right.
And now, so we've toasted the quinoa. It's nice and toasty, and now we're going to cook it. And now it's got flavour, and it tastes nutty, and it is delicious. I promise you.
So you just toast it off first, and then you cook it as you might cook it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much of this, chef?
Cover it. I'll tell you. I'll say when. Keep going. So. So putting the avocado in. And listen, when you're eating like this, I mean, you can do really beautiful stuff to your food if you want, but this is like a weeknight supper or a lunch or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not that fast if you just chop up like I'm doing now.
It's
Normally
rustic. It's not restaurant food.
Exactly.
It's not Michelin star looking. It's just tasty.
Particularly not with how I'm feeling this avocado. Yeah, anyway.
So what else have you been up to? What else is new?
I have
Are you filming anything at the moment?
just finished.
Oh, right.
Filming a big show on Korean food. That's what I really do. I have like two strings to my bow. I do pop-up restaurants, but I also do writing and shipping events and stuff.
Yeah.
And the food that I'm most into is Asian, but I'm really into North Asian, like Korean and Japanese. I love it. And I've just done this huge tour. It's like the dream. I feel like Rick Stein.
Oh, have you been traveling and...
Quite long. You know, it's sort of like that kind of Keith Floyd meets Rick Stein, bit travelogue-y. Like, it's been such a great experience.
How long do you get to spend out there?
I was there for 4 months.
Oh, amazing.
It was so good. Honestly, go to Korea. It's a brilliant place.
I've never been to Korea. I've always fancied it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the food is bizarre. It's got really interesting history. So I'm just putting some spring onions in here now.
And what little tips, what little ingredients did you find out there that you didn't know before?
I mean, the main thing that they're known for are these two things. It's a slightly sort of more buxom miso. It's called doenjang. And then you've also got...
I'm going to turn that sauce off.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all right?
Sorry, is it splitting?
No, it's starting to stick.
Well, your sauce is ready once it just starts to split.
Yeah, that's just perfect.
So it's meant to split, I promise. And gochujang, which you're going to see a lot more of, and it's like a red chili miso.
Oh, okay.
It's really fiery. It's fantastic.
Got good kick.
Really does. So we're putting on our radishes. And then, you know, the foods that you really have to try if you haven't tried them already are Korean fried chicken. I mean, if you think American fried chicken's good, Korean fried chicken is American fried chicken because that's where it came from, covered in this delicious, sticky, spicy sauce.
Do you think that will be the next big trend? We're seeing a sort of American fried chicken everywhere at the moment, aren't we?
I mean,
so maybe Korean fried chicken
Yeah,
will
I
take
mean,
over.
it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I just never got off my bum to do it. I do the best Korean fried chicken in town, though. I bid anyone to beat me at mine. But annoyingly, I'm such an idiot, I've put my recipe in the book. So
now they'll just use your recipe to beat you.
Right, so loads of radishes. So this is already a really beautiful looking salad. I'm just going to check that these are all right. Is that off? Yeah.
We'll put that out of the way.
Right.
Would you like a platter to serve all this?
Yeah,
We have a range of platters.
Oh, I know. I like the blue one.
You like the blue one?
Sure.
I like the blue one. It's rather nice, that actually.
Okay, I reckon that's done now. And then, is that DJ Barbecue? I can hear him.
I think it
here.
probably is. Yeah.
I love him. Does everyone know DJ Barbecue?
Have you seen DJ Barbecue yet?
You've got to see him. He's so fantastic. He's like my favourite person in the world.
He's the last person on here tomorrow night to end the festival with.
Oh,
I can't think
That's
of anyone.
That's going to be like energy.
It's going to be chaos.
Yes. Okay, so we've got our salad, and I'm going to just sort of...
Beautifully spiralised, I think.
I mean...
I don't know.
What would I have done without you? The great thing about spiralised vegetables is because they're so pretty, they look great, and you don't really have to do much to them.
Try that sauce. Oh, lovely.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
Having a good time?
Ooh.
Yeah. Put one of your wiggly bits in here.
Sorry.
You're fired.
Cheap spiraliser is no more.
So we're just putting this on this plate. We're just making it look a bit pretty. The ex-food stylist in me.
Gorgeous.
And then, oh, that's going to go mental. Then we're going to take this chicken out, and I'm going to let that rest over here.
Shall I turn that off for you?
Yeah. So this is like crunchy topped. This is like proper roast chicken vibes.
And the smell from that curry powder that you coated them in is fantastic.
And honestly, that, with just a salad,
Yeah.
is good enough for me, thanks. And then we're going to, quite weirdly, it probably seems quite peculiar idea, we're going to ladle the sauce, the hot sauce. Is there a ladle?
What have you lost?
No, I was looking for a ladle.
A ladle?
We're going to pour.
No, you might be.
No, it's fine, don't worry, babe. That's
Sorry.
cool. We're going to pour this satay sauce.
Actually, I've got a big spoon. Oh, no, it's slotted. That's no use
Yeah,
for
that's
sauces.
definitely no use. And we're just going to pour this over.
So that's an amazing satay sauce.
It really is the most delicious satay sauce ever. And then we are going to slice our chicken. And you'll want to hear that. Can you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear that? Oh,
Not
no,
quite,
crunchy.
but it is crunchy, I promise.
And then we're just going to slice it into pieces.
I mean, this is such a brilliant summer barbecue dish or party dish, garden party dish.
This on the barbecue would be fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
I mean, put this out for everyone to share. I mean, that's going to go in seconds.
Yeah, are we allowed to feed the audience?
We're
these
not,
days?
I'm afraid. I have to eat it all. I have to eat everything, I'm afraid. Oh,
bummer.
tough being me.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Shall I say that? I never get to see any of it. There's hundreds of people out
Yeah,
there, and I put a
something like-
plate down thinking, I'll come back and try that in a minute, and it's all gone.
I'll save us a bit. Don't worry. I'm going to make you try it. How about that? Does nobody
Actually,
make you try it?
I'll pick bits out of yours. There we are.
I want you to try the whole dish. Stop being a picker. The skin's good, though, isn't it?
That was an end bit of skin. Whoa.
I think that was a bit I was saving for myself.
Sorry. Come on, Mel.
And then, so you've had a look at the book yourself?
Sorry?
You've had a look at the book?
I've had a look at your book, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you going to sign copies of it in a bit?
Yeah, I'm going to do a signing
So
after
just
this.
next door here is the Waterstones tent. So Gizzy will be there straight after here. You'll be whisked away.
I mean, I've just got to be really sort of blow my own trumpet a bit, I'm afraid, and say that the response to the book this book has been the fastest selling book I've ever done. It's been, we've been in the top 10 internationally for 3 weeks now. It's killing
amazing.
it. And I think the response from the not anti-cleaners, I hate saying that because I don't want to be disrespectful to people who do love it. But it's, that's maybe a bit hot.
But I think your style of cooking and your love for it is infectious, and people do like that in a cookbook. They do like to, and also it is food people can do. It's not one of those books, I mean, everyone always says, oh, my cookbook is full of recipes people can do at home, and then you read the instructions, marinate for 4.5 years before serving, and you go, well, brilliant, I haven't got time to do that. Go build your own smokehouse out in the garden.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll do that for dinner tonight.
For sure.
But yours is actually, as you say, you've done all this live here.
And in time.
And if I hadn't been in your ear annoying you, you'd have done it quicker.
Topping this with some crisped up shallots. I always have these made in a Tupperware box as well. They're a brilliant thing to add to food. So there we go. That's my first dish. This is my satay chip. Oh no, it's not. So should we start that again? This is my marinated noodle salad, vegetable noodle salad with satay sauce and crispy chicken thighs.
Amazing.
And then...
Well, stop eating chicken skin.
Just excuse us for a second.
Talk amongst yourself.
That was really good,
That's
isn't it?
really good.
And then, I've just got to build the other salad.
What would you like to do this on?
Yeah, you choose.
Is it a platter thing? Or you want a little bar?
I'm losing everything. My mind, too. Right.
Yeah, let's go platter then.
Yeah, I think another platter would be gorgeous.
These are platter-style food. It's sharing food. It's food for having with people you like.
That's... I'll probably not put
You
my
just
mouth
shoved
on.
another bit of chicken in, didn't you?
Busted. That's how I really like to eat. For me, it's about sharing, bringing people together, having that sort of experience where you're sort of elbow to elbow, drinking wine,
Yep.
sharing, serving each other. It's much more my vibe. Probably taste it. Are you looking?
What do you need?
A bit more.
Bit of salt?
No, white wine. I mean, not white wine vinegar.
I've got some of that.
No, I don't want white wine. I want rice vinegar.
Might not have that.
Don't worry, we'll
No.
just pretend. It's fine.
Fine.
I'd like it more acidic.
Rice wine vinegar.
Rice wine vinegar. And then we're just going to finish our quinoa back here and get a... Sorry, I'm all... There we go.
There we are.
Back in the room. I'm just going to strain this out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
And then, your quinoa is ready. I mean, this is fine. It's bang on. And the difference is the colour, It actually
That's a
looks,
lovely
can you
tip.
see-
It's
see
got a
here?
nutty brown colour.
And it tastes far more delicious. Now, really, you'd like to let this sit with a lid on it for 5 minutes just to absorb any leftover liquid. It becomes a bit more fluffy, a bit like you do with rice. Sadly, I think I've been waffling on too long anyway, and they're probably going to throw me off stage any second. Then we're going to give this a mix. This is going to kill. I'm doing this for you guys.
Hang on, do you want a fork? Do you want a couple of
Ow.
forks?
Ow, no.
Don't burn yourself, woman. There we are. Who's this?
But I want to do it with my hands. Right.
We'll just sign books with those hands
Yeah,
in a
that's
minute.
true. I actually do need them.
You do need bandages.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on.
And that
I
was
have
just
to go
actually
in my
that
hands.
hot.
I can't
oh, right,
do it.
she's in.
Just don't know how to do it any other way.
And that will help actually wilt down that kale again. And
Yeah. So that's the other thing is that the raw kale, grim, tastes revolting. The reason we blanched it and refreshed it is because it draws out all of that sort of like acridness from it. But actually, when you marinate, so you would let this macerate for about 15 minutes, and then the quinoa will then soak up some more of the juice, and the kale breaks down even more later.
Okay, that's amazing.
And then we're just going to pile this onto our plate.
Yeah, I mean, it's such good sharing food, this.
It really is. I don't think I've put enough radish in there, so we can maybe just add the radishes
Yep.
to the side. And then, more flavour. We're going to make sure all that dressing goes back on. And then this beautiful home-smoked salmon. It smells fantastic, honestly. So we're going to just, do you know what, again with your fingers, just big pieces. Yeah, that's perfectly cooked. It's like wibbles.
Yeah, it just flakes apart.
Yeah,
isn't it?
look at
Absolutely
that.
lovely.
They've done a great job.
Ooh,
That's
perfect.
the dream. Could not be more perfect.
Want a couple of radishes
Oh,
on there?
thank you.
It's all right, I'm going to get
Look
arty.
at you. He's like, I don't cook.
Yeah.
He lies.
I mess
Okay.
around.
And then, just for a bit more crunch and more nutritional value, we're going to put in some black sesame seeds. And so that is my superfood salad and my chicken satay. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you.
No
as well.
worries. Oh,
Got, like,
absolute pleasure to have you as always. Ladies and gentlemen, these dishes look
Can I
phenomenal.
make you eat some?
What's that?
Can I make you eat some?
You can make me eat some, yeah. You won't have to
Do you
ask
mind?
twice. That's what I'm here for.
Remember, this one's got more acidity in it. No, go for this one first, actually.
Okay, I really want to try the satay sauce. It's amazing.
It really is good, isn't it?
It's got that lovely depth of flavour in that sauce. That sauce is brilliant.
Can we not, like, sneakily leave it somewhere?
No, we're not
Why
allowed. There are rules.
Yeah,
we
I'm
have
not
to
very
stick
good
to
with
them.
those.
No, I know, me neither.
Yeah, so this salad sauce is spicy and it's really well balanced. Remember, that would be a bit more acidic if I'd... It's like torture for you guys, isn't it?
It's cruel, I'm sorry.
No, me blowing my own trumpet.
Me whittering on and eating food.
I love him. But listen, I am going to be doing that book signing literally now. Do you know where the tent is?
Just to the right here, the Waterstones tent.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
20 yards away. There they are. Hello, Waterstones people.
So I'm going to leg it over there now. But Trudy, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me.
for
Put your
watching.
hands together. The amazing Gizzy Erskine.
Thank you very, very much.
You can't stop eating it.
I know.
You've got to go and sign a book.
I know, right.
Go and sign a book.
Thanks, guys.